Welcome to CourSide, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. You guys know my co-host, the magnificent, the Bay to LA. How you doing today, my brother?
Man, hey, I'm fantastic, man. I'm excited, team.
Yes, very excited,
ready to
man.
rock and roll.
Yes, man, very excited, man. Got a NBA playoffs about to start. The play-in tournament is about to kick off, so we're about to have some really exciting basketball going on. Before we get started, any shout-outs you want to give out to anybody?
Man, just shout out to everybody, who's liking, subscribing, and sharing. We appreciate it. The comment section is always,
it is.
Keep it fun. It's all in fun, and entertainment. So yeah, just shout out to all the viewers, man.
Yeah, same here, man. Thank you guys for tuning in to CourSide and liking and subscribing to all our social media platforms. So again, please subscribe to our YouTube, our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Make sure you guys are tapping in with us. Leave your comments, whether you agree with us or not. Tap in with us, man. That way we can enjoy that good feedback. We can continue to improve on our shows. And it's good content that we've been giving out to you guys. All right. So let's jump into it, man. Over the weekend, we know Kyron Lacey, former LSU wide receiver, passed away over the weekend. So we kind of want to touch on that first. I'll start off by saying it's a sad situation. A young man who got into a little trouble in December with the death of an older gentleman on the highway as far with a head-on collision. Over the weekend, it's been reported that he took his own life. I just want to say shout out to the family, man. Let everybody know we praying for you guys. On both sides of it, it's just a sad situation. A young man has lost his life who had a promising NFL career. We don't know how far he was gonna go, depending on what was gonna happen with his court appearance and dealing with the incident he had back in December. Yeah. But just looking from the outside looking in, if we just talking about strictly about football, I feel like he would have had a good career on the next level. I just wish things would have worked out differently for him. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things we must do as parents, always check in on your kids. Always make sure mentally that they are doing well. Even when they say, hey, I'm good, I'm okay, it's still good to have those conversations with your kids, because you never know what they might be going through in private.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think, a lot of times, when you have, young kids out here, especially student athletes,
mm-hmm.
You're always trying to keep them away from, making the big mistakes. I think a lot of times we don't really understand, when it comes to these accidents that happen, that they're not intentional. That's why it's called an accident.
Yep.
But that you can make life-changing
mm-hmm.
accidents that can change the trajectory of your whole life.
That's correct.
And especially that it was LSU's own,
yes.
And then also the victim as well, who lost his life. Man, you just hate to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely have to be hyper vigilant and careful
mm-hmm.
when you're out here, because not to cast judgment on anybody,
mm-hmm.
but as an adult, how many times could something have went wrong,
mm-hmm.
and you were just fortunate, you were just blessed that things didn't turn out
the way they did.
Tragic. So again, just condolences to everyone that's involved, man. And kids, when you out there, understand, like, you have to protect yourself, a lot of time from your own self.
Your own self, that's right.
You got to protect yourself from you a lot of times. And if you can do that, man, sky's the limit.
The sky's the limit, man. You're right, man. And with my oldest son, man, with him getting ready to transition and play football on the next level, for him, it's an eye-opener. Like, just kind of like say, staying vigilant, staying humble.
Yeah.
Always been aware of what's going on and trying not to put yourself in certain situations to where accident can happen, mm-hmm. and understand that those accident or those choices you make not only affect you, but it affect the people around you, or even people you might just come in contact with.
Right.
So with that being said, man, to the Lacey family, man, we're praying for you guys. Hope you guys be able to get through this and understand, and hope this can help you guys reach other kids who might be in your son's same situation, man. All right, man, let's transition to your Warriors, man.
Let's get to it, man.
All right, yesterday, man, they played the LA Clippers, man. This was a chance to lock in a playoff seed.
Mm-hmm.
Golden State was at home.
Right.
All cards was lined in their favor, right? This is the game you want as far as when we talking about securing a playoff spot. We go get Jimmy Butler, right? We have all the pieces we need to beat the Clippers to lock in a playoff position. But it didn't go that way yesterday, man.
Right.
Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, they showed up and showed out. They took the Golden State Warriors into overtime and they beat them, all right? But before you get started, your boy, Draymond Green, had a chance to tie the game up.
Man, come on.
Had a chance to tie the game up, man, but he missed a layup trying to draw the foul, man. Do you think that was the defining moment of the game, or do you think it was other things that could have been done to prevent the overtime and him missing that layup to have y'all force y'all to be in the playoff, their play-in tournament?
Turn my mic up, man.
Man, you up, man. Turn my mic up. You up.
So let's just go here.
Yes.
When it comes to Warriors basketball, you know, we're not gonna put paint where it ain't. We're going to lay the blame at the feet of who it belongs to.
Who's that?
That is Stephen Curry. Yeah.
Wait, man. Hold on, man.
With me.
Wait, I'm walking now.
Walk with me.
Let me sit up on this one.
The fourth quarter.
Yes.
We had the young man Porzingis with the traveling call.
Yes.
Toward the end. Right after that, we got Curry again. Another game. Down to the wire, another turnover.
Yes, he did turn it over.
Kawhi rips him. We cannot. You're consistently doing that. Not only did he do that in the fourth quarter, he also did it in overtime with several turnovers.
Yes.
When he's turning the ball over, he's doing it at crucial times.
Yes.
I also got a problem with Steve Kerr. We got to start getting the ball in there, predominantly in there to Butler, inside and out.
Out, yes.
And knock this off, because it's either Curry making bad decisions down the line, or it's Draymond making bad decisions down the line. He doesn't do it off. I'm going to keep it all the way 100.
What's that?
And Steph, my guy. Steph is the main one with these bad passes and stuff.
Yes.
He's done it consistently his whole career. And we have thrived at the end of games. We've thrived taking the ball out of his hands toward the end of games, so that, listen, when he get it, brother, all we want you to do is shoot.
And to me, that's why you bring in a Jimmy Butler, because Jimmy Butler is a closer. Like, Jimmy Butler is secure with the ball. And if you look at the whole game, really, Jimmy Butler held the ship until Curry started to get on. Now, granted, Curry ended with over 30-some points.
Good.
Cool. But if you look at Jimmy Butler, he had 20-something almost before halftime.
Right.
So, to me, at the end of the games, you run the offense through Jimmy Butler. You let him get it right there on the elbow by the free throw line. And you let him go to work.
You let him dictate.
Let him dictate. Let him drive to the basket. Let him kick out. But I think you guys have grown so accustomed to putting the ball in Steph's hand that, again, you see with the turnovers, you see how he act. Now, granted, he might turn the ball over, but he can hit 2 threes to make up for that. But he wasn't able to do that. I feel like Jimmy Butler should have had control of that game going at the end of the fourth and going into overtime. The turnovers did caused you guys to lose that game. The layup didn't make it no better, but Jimmy Butler. I'm not
gonna put it on that. I mean, that was the reason, but we had done so many other things before that. We really should have been coasting along to it, had that cushion of 4-point lead, and we should have kept it, and we didn't. Just ill-advised play. I'm gonna say this too as well.
What's that?
Steve Kerr. You don't play Kuminga?
Man, I was getting to that, man.
You don't play Kuminga?
That was my next thing to come. He didn't play at all.
So if you notice in the fourth quarter, who was really locking Kawhi down? Draymond was. Well, we had folks just couldn't stay in front of Harden with the penetrating. So you telling me Kuminga wouldn't have did a better job? To me, what are we doing?
To me, at this point, I don't know what y'all playing with Kuminga, but I feel like this is last year Golden State. If I was him, I would request a trade because, for one, You bringing people in ahead of me, and Kuminga is a good talent. Like, he can get you 15 to 20 points if you allow him to develop and play. You've seen when he's on the court, he's very productive. He's a productive player, but for him not to play all yesterday, when you can guard a Kawhi, you can guard a Harden, because Harden was going to the basket at will. Kawhi was getting anything. Kawhi looked like the old Kawhi, and even like I'm saying, I'm not even high on Kawhi anymore. But what he did yesterday, he showed a lot. He showed you, hey, I still got this playoff push in me, but not to play Kuminga in that type of game. It shows a lot about the trust you have in Kuminga. It shows that you really don't feel like he's a part of the team. And to me, Kuminga, I'm like, hey, y'all need to get me up out of here after this season up. But I know what Steve Kerr is gonna do. He's gonna play him in that play-in game against Memphis. Watch
for what?
Because everybody's been saying something.
We don't need him for that game.
But
we needed him this. We needed him this game. We don't need him.
It's like he did Jason Tatum in the Olympics. You didn't play him them first couple of games. That first game, then everybody started saying something. So then next game you played him, and then you pulled him out. Like he's gonna do Kuminga the same way. Because, like I said, I just feel like Kerr maybe don't feel like Kuminga fits in with what y'all have going on. To me, you're playing Gary Payton Jr. before Kuminga.
That's crazy.
I don't get that. Like
coming back from injury.
That's what I'm saying. Because Gary Payton, all he's giving you is defense. Kuminga can give you defense and offense. Now, unless you're saying that him and Butler game is sort of similar, but again, you still can play them at the same time. Because Kuminga, you don't have to run the offense through him. He can kind of get rebounds, create his own shot, get to the rack. He can do that for himself. So to me, I don't understand it. But
the knock on him is his decision making, driving to the hoop.
Yeah.
Understanding when to go for it and when to kick it out, right? And him not making the decisions as quick as Kerr would like it. My thing is, you put Gary Payton in there. If it ain't a dunk, you know he finna pass.
He finna pass it, yeah.
He is a liability offensively.
Yes, he is.
To where you telling me we couldn't use the length. We couldn't use the length out there with Kuminga.
Yeah, because Kuminga, what he lacks in IQ, he can make up for with his athleticism and in defense. Because to me, his IQ only gets better as he plays.
You got Steph.
Yeah.
You got Dre. You got them out there. You got Butler.
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough IQ out there. They can't. You telling me
and that's what I'm
that
saying.
They can't get him right?
And to me,
something is wrong.
Something is wrong. And I know he didn't play at all. So we'll see how it unfolds moving forward, man.
How about Zubac out there? Because he was looking like he's Shaq now. He's Ewing. It gets ridiculous. We have over the years an inability to coach up properly centers.
Yes.
And Steve Kerr need to be held accountable for this
because he's a shooter,
and he has an ego problem. And as a fan of the Warriors, regardless of what your ego is, and you want to tell me about philosophy, hey man, sometimes we just need a win.
Yes.
You know, can we get the win first, and then you get to your philosophy on how you figure the game should be ran. But to not play this man at all, he ain't injured.
You didn't give him at least 4-5 minutes to at least a spark, because you got to think about that first half. Curry was dead in the water. Like if Butler wouldn't have been there playing and scoring, that would have been a blowout. Now, granted, Curry came on later on, but I feel like Kuminga could have helped you guys out towards the end of that game. I feel like he should have played.
Quentin Post can't play no more now.
Like
the guy who was shooting all the three, he can't figure it out.
I don't know what's going on or what's going on behind the scenes, man. But
it's crazy.
Yes, but man, the Clippers look good though. Like despite all the mistakes from you guys as far as turnover, the Clippers they looked like a dominant team, man. So going into the playoffs, and we touched on this a few shows ago about them being a threat moving forward, and it showed yesterday. Granted, I made a statement that I'm not high on Kawhi, and I still feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's not a great talent.
Did he show you something?
He showed me. If he can continue to do what he did yesterday against the Warriors, I might change my mind. That to me, that was the old Kawhi, and that's what I meant when I said, "Hey, I'm not high anymore," because he hadn't shown that in years. Like what he did yesterday with the getting to his shot, getting to them spots, getting to the basket. It looked like the old Kawhi. So maybe he had an old flashback. If he continued on this path, I might change my mind. But right now, the way the Clippers are looking, they're clicking on all cylinders. Like Harden, he's looking like he's not as quick as he used to be. He's still quick. He's still getting his shots. He's still hitting the floaters in the lane. He's still hitting his jumper. So if they can continue on this path they're on now, I think they can make a deep run in the playoffs. Like so whoever they playing in the first round is going to be scary. So Clippers are not going to be a pushover. I feel like they have a chance to do some damage if they play like they did against the Warriors moving forward, in which they've been playing good ever since then because they went on a run. But I think they peaked at the right time, so they're looking real good. What you think? You think it was just a one-time thing?
No,
or
the West, everything about the Western Conference is always going to be about the matchup.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Who you
the
play
matchup,
because at this point, when you look at the record, everybody good.
Everybody good. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's just different matchups. You know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna step out on a limb.
What's that?
I feel cool about our matchups that we got going on. I hope don't nobody get out here and do nothing crazy.
You talking about with the play-in?
Yeah. I feel cool about what we got in front of us, that we go ahead and, we tighten up young boy.
Yeah, I'm saying, because y'all got I'm saying y'all got Memphis in the play. And the only good thing is that if Memphis do beat y'all still got another chance to get in. But if y'all win, y'all in.
Nah, we ain't got time for that.
Yeah, y'all got to win
because
to win.
At this point, listen, we lose it. Just go ahead and call it a season. We don't have time for this. We got to win now.
Yeah.
We got to beat them. After we roll with them, we get the Rockets next.
Yeah.
We good.
Because I'm saying,
and everything is fair.
Because
if y'all get to the Rockets,
y'all should be good. Yeah, y'all there because, like I said, the Rockets are a young, inexperienced team.
They know what's up with us.
Yeah, they don't know the playoff grind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's a better matchup.
It's a better matchup for you guys. So if y'all play Memphis, y'all do got to deal with Jai. But again, I think matchup wise, y'all match up pretty good to where y'all can beat them and get it to the playoffs. So it's gonna be a good game. Everybody's gonna be tuning in to that game to see. Because again, I feel like if y'all don't get in the playoffs and y'all lose this game, do y'all blow it up? Or do y'all run it back with the same team? Like, what is the move moving forward?
So now, if we lose the playing game, the first one, at this point, now let's go ahead and do what Steve Kerr was acting like we doing by not playing Kuminga. Because you're going to use him as a trade piece.
Yeah.
When actually you should have just played the man.
Yep.
That game, and it didn't make sense, but. If we do lose, hey, you know what? Don't play him. Don't play him at all.
You're gonna have to play him against Memphis.
For what? We don't need him against Memphis.
But just to save face, like
it's not time for. I don't. So this is what I'm saying. Playing him with Memphis. If you're saying, "Oh, I didn't play him because I'm trying to shorten up the roster," well, keep it short then.
Keep it short then. Yeah. But to me, he needs to be in that rotation.
It's a lot of people. Quinn Post needed more minutes. Kuminga needed some kind of minutes. Out there. The fact that it wasn't done.
Yeah.
I don't know if this has something to do with, is this about just Draymond? Is Steph making these calls? Because it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't get what we were doing.
Because if you say liability with decision making, man, that's with any player. Like, to me, I feel like Kuminga, what he lacks in that area, he can make up with his athleticism and with his defense. Like, I feel like he can make up with that decision making in those areas. He can get it back.
Right.
So and he can put the ball in the basket. So it's not like what we talking about with the Gary Payton, where Gary Payton can't put the ball in the basket unless it's a dunk, a fast break, or steal. Like Kuminga can get his own shot. He got an okay jumper.
Right.
He can get to the lane. He can create his shot. You know what I'm saying? He can play defense. So like, I just feel like that's a better option.
Here's what I hated about that loss is that we couldn't blame the others. We couldn't blame it on Paz because he was playing.
Yep.
We couldn't blame it on Moody. Right. So these guys are doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's the leaders who let us down. We got Steve Kerr drawing up a play for Buddy Hield to shoot the 3 at the end.
Man, Buddy Hield.
You could have. I would have felt better if you would have gave Moody that shot,
Buddy
or if you would have gave Pods that shot,
yeah,
or if you would have gave Quentin Post that shot. If you're not going to go to Steph, I got it. But don't listen. We not the Lakers, bro.
No.
Don't you do that.
I feel like
when you that was a scapegoat move.
Yeah, I feel like that should have been Buddy Hield, because for one, Buddy Hield, you messed up my parlay by missing that 3, because I need you to hit one more. But again, he shouldn't have gotten that shot. Again, that's
been for him.
That's the shot Curry should have gotten. But at the same point in time, you could have ran it through Butler, because you guys was going for the
he inbounded.
But
again, Dre could have inbounded
that ball. Like I feel like the offense late games right now, the offense needs to go through Butler, not just for him to score, but for him to be able to either score or facilitate, because he doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Like he's good at ISO. You know what I'm saying? Getting it right there on the elbow, like he was doing against what's old boy that played for the Clippers. Like I can't think of his name, but like in the beginning, the first half, he'd get him on the elbow. I'm dunking you. I'm taking you to the basket.
Why do we go away from that?
Because Curry got hot. Because you got that. That's why y'all go away from.
My thing is, he always gonna get hot.
Yeah.
We need to do what worked. We have to protect Curry from himself sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Because he'll get out there when he get hot.
And
he start getting careless with the ball. The entertainment factor start kicking in too soon. So you did that too soon, when it should have just been fundamental basketball.
Like
win
Butler
the game.
Like Butler brings the fundamental basketball, and you guys got away from it, man. But let's transition a little bit, man.
Yeah,
let's go to Denver, man. You know that they done fired their head coach, man, right before the playoffs start. Do you think that was a good move? Do you think something internally was going on? I heard it was because he was catering to Russell Westbrook more towards the end of the games, and certain players on the team didn't like that. But Jokic, they said that was his guy. Jokic came out and said that he knew about the firing, like maybe a few minutes before it was going to happen, and he was okay with it. He told him he was rolling with it. So I think once Jokic blessed off on it, or he didn't have a disagreement with it, everything was all good. So do you think it was a good move, or do you think they should have waited until the playoffs were over with?
I think it was a Jokic move, is what I think. The same way, the scrutiny we give other players, we're not going to do that with, he heard it a couple minutes ago before. Listen, it don't happen unless
if you don't sign off on it. Yeah.
Not only do he sign off on it, he got to have been with it before. I believe he wanted the man fired.
Yeah.
No, I believe it lays right there at his feet.
He need that same type of treatment LeBron.
He gonna get it.
Yeah, that same type.
Don't tell me he got that a couple minutes before it happened, and we just telling you this as a courtesy. Not him. They not.
No, they not.
No, he had a problem.
He had a problem with it, man.
Yeah, that's what happened.
What would you think his problem might have been with the coach?
When you a superstar and you want it your way.
Yeah.
Then you going up against resistance.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed just like the cool thing to do now in the NBA. It's not. I don't think it's really professional to where they're holding the teams, hostage, saying, "Hey, man, if you don't give me what I want, what I'll do is I'm gonna demand a trade."
The trade, yeah.
So the owners is like, man, just give him what he want.
And see,
we'll get another coach that'll do what he want to do.
And that's when I made the comment like a few episodes ago. We talked about how the league NBA is more player friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like the players are able to kind of dictate where they want to play at, who they want to play for, what players to bring in, what coaches they want, because again, the GMs, the owners are catering to the coaches, not to coaches, but to the players. Now, to me, I don't think they should have fired him at this point in time, because for one, you guys are the second seed, fourth seed going into the playoffs. To me, you're in a good position to make a good playoff run. To me, I think you guys wait. I think Denver should have waited until the season was over with, and then you make that call. To me, to do it right now, you kind of playing Russian roulette because now either we go into the playoffs with an interim head coach and we could do good or we can't or we might not do good. I'm looking at it after this season. A lot of people are going to be up out of there.
I think the NBA, what they doing, they setting a bad precedent because you're not cultivating coaches.
You're not. You know
what I'm saying? You're not cultivating good coaches and good systems. You know, it's like you got these fly-by-night coaches you know, who come in. Basically, they're at the whim. Here's the thing.
You're getting player coaches now.
Yeah, we all know that the coaches aren't coaching the superstars. Their talent is what their talent is. You're not coaching KD to play like KD play. You're not coaching up Jokic to play like he play. We got all that when it comes to the superstars.
Yeah.
But everybody on the team ain't a superstar.
Ain't a superstar, yeah.
And so when it comes to the identity of a team, you need a coach to do that.
Because you got to think about it. Back in the day, the team identity was built around the head coach. Granted, you had those superstars, but Phil Jackson was just as big of a superstar than Michael Jordan. Yeah, because if you don't have one, you can't win championships. So I feel like now league teams are bringing in player coaches. Like if you look at a JJ Redick, he's a former player a few years ago, but you're more of a player coach. You're catering more to the players. Granted, the Lakers.
What LeBron want?
Yes, a 50-win season, but we know JJ is not running that over there. No, that's LeBron. Like, this is my show. That's my guy. And I think that's why, like, him and Ty Lue, I think they kind of started to get distance a little bit because Ty Lue went from a player coach to I'm creating my own identity over here.
I'm a real coach out here.
I'm a real coach. So like I say, JJ is doing some good things is what he's been able to implement and be able to cater to the players around him. But again, when you talk about the identity of a team, it always, who's the head coach? When you had your Phil Jackson, when you had your Pat Riley, even Eric Spoelstra in Miami, like those are head coaches. You look at Doc Rivers, like he's a head coach. Now, granted, he may not be as successful as he was back in the day, but again, you had the Boston Celtics with KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Rondo. You had 4 different personalities to use able to manage and coach and get them to win a championship. Right. So you don't have coaches like that anymore. Coaches like that, they're starting to fire those coaches.
Yeah, you're going to be out of here.
Yeah, like those coaches are starting to get up out of here, and now you're getting to more of these player-friendly coaches who are going to cater more to the players than what the identity of the team should be.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being, friendly with the players.
I'm with you, yeah.
Whenever you don't have like order,
that's
you know what I'm saying. When you don't have order in a structure that like a program. That we could have a superstar in our program, but we indeed do have a program.
We have a program, kind of like in Miami.
Yes, you know who you up under.
Yep.
You won't be telling the head coach what to do.
Yep.
You won't be able to, I'm gonna go run to the owner.
Yeah.
Nah, like Miami, that ain't gonna do that.
Pat Riley, like you gotta
they gonna get you out of here.
Like Pat Riley, that's King Kumba. Like before you even get to the you got to get through me first.
And he gonna do that even when he wrong.
When he wrong, yep. You
see what I'm saying? So he could be in the wrong, as we seen with Butler. It still ain't happening like that.
It's just like the military. I gotta get to the first sergeant before I get to the
follow your chain of command,
to the chain of command. So I think Miami has that type of presence about them. Like you got the head coach,
right?
And then you got Pat Riley. Like before you even get Pat, like he done gave me green light to handle everything.
Yeah, you don't even go see him.
So it stops here. So Miami does have that culture to where like, hey, you know what you falling up on. Either you rolling with it or you're not. Either you fit in or you don't. So I think that's the beauty in Miami. To me, Miami might be one of those last teams that's like that.
Right.
To where like they have that cultural identity to where you know what regime you falling up under. Either you gonna conform to what we have going on, or we gonna get you up out of here and we gonna put somebody else in here. Because who don't want to come play in South Beach?
Because remember, they had San Antonio had that with Pop.
With Pop, yep. But Pop,
Pop, that was it.
That was it.
It wasn't it ain't nobody else to talk to.
Ain't nothing else budging. Like
I'm talking to him. If it ain't working with him, I'm out of here.
We getting you up out of here. So we got Miami, we got San Antonio. Who else still running it like that.
We can't. It damn sure ain't the Warriors.
No, and even with the Lakers, and that's like they ain't running it like that. Like it's so much going.
The inmates running asylum around there, man. It's anything goes around there.
But while we talking about the Lakers, man, the Lakers have secured that number 3 seed.
There
man.
you go, 80s Lakers.
Like I've been saying, we just got to get that number 3 seed, man. We won 50 games this year. Everything is looking pretty good. Only thing, LeBron pulled his hammy his groin a little bit the other night. Man. But I think this week off is going to get him back right. He gonna get that treatment, and we gonna good to go. And we gonna be good to go. We facing the Timberwolves in the first round. Yeah. I feel like matchup wise, I think we outmatched them. All we got to do is contain Ant-Man, and we gonna be good to go, man. Because nobody's gonna be able to hold Luka. AR. Nobody's going to be able to stop him. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, he going to do what he do, man. It's going to be Hachimura. He's going to do what he do defensive-wise, hit the threes. As far as Minnesota, if we can contain Ant-Man, I'm not saying stop him. Right. We can just contain him, hold him to a hard 20, 25 points to where he has to take more shots to get other people out of the game. I think Lakers win in 5, man. I'm going this Lakers in 5 on this one, man.
Okay. Here's where I'm going with this one.
Where you going with it, man?
And I want you to follow me now.
I'm following
Walk with me, brother.
Come on.
Shortcuts always end up to a long way home.
What are you talking about, man?
Shortcuts always end up to a long way home. Remember that.
Here you go with this.
You doggone right. Another quotable. So listen, we talked a couple of weeks back, man, about your boy LeBron L Boogie.
Yeah.
Sitting telling that young man, hey man, don't worry about being the face of the league, man.
So you think Ant-Man got a little chip on his shoulder coming to this?
I think it's going to, listen, it very well could come back to haunt him because one thing. Hey, listen, Ant, them people, they on your helmet right now, man, about that child support and whatnot. Man, you want to make that
he cashed out, I heard, man.
Well, they saying that, she ain't going to let him live like that.
Man, cash me out.
Today.
That's
just what, one advertisement.
She waiting on that. She waiting on that max deal, that super max deal.
She ain't gonna get it because she was trying to say the baby was. She went to California.
Yeah, and try to get it read. Yeah.
Ma'am, come on back. So listen, Ant, you want this thing to go away, brother?
Yeah.
Take care of the Lakers, man. Take care of the Lakers. Listen. You ain't got to worry about them hollering about child support.
That's already taken care. You take it.
Man, the folks is yelling child support during the game when the man shooting free throws. I kid you not. You can YouTube it now. You want to make this go away? Listen.
But again,
you whoop up on the Lakers and beat them, man. Hey, all is forgiven.
We got to go back some more too, because man, we hit on about that protection for the league, and it's gone now. They wasn't yelling child support they wasn't. They wasn't,
and it was still there. It was always there.
It was always there, but it wasn't there. But now it's in the limelight for real. Now you got to think about all the go on social media. All the outlets is hitting on it. Like they was hitting on it beforehand. But when he said he did not want to be the face of
everything
the league,
come out,
man. All of it. That protection is gone. If they in the stands yelling child support, yeah, man. They want to know where he got them 6-piece wings from, brother.
Where'd you get them wings from at 3:00? We had the private investigator in there. Lord have mercy.
So now he needs to if he take care of the Lakers, all is forgiven.
And listen to your partner, man.
Don't listen to him.
Listen, all you gotta do,
keep going to the club.
You take care of take care of the old man.
Keep going out there.
You go ahead and knock him off. Listen, and you let the league know. I'm ready to play, coach.
I'm ready to be the face now.
I'm ready to clean all this up.
Y'all sure y'all want to sing on Eddie King? That's
it.
I'm ready to be back in the group.
Man, listen. You know what? Now that I got to thinking about it, I think I do want to be the face of the league because I can't live like that.
Man, I'm telling you, man, when he said that, man, it all started to unravel. It was already out there. Folks was hitting on it, but now
he know LeBron lied to him. Now he's man, LeBron set me up, man.
Now if he played with me, if he come out here and average 40 in these series, man, you already know what time it is, man.
Come on, I'm ready to step up.
Now you ready to step up.
Listen, haven't you seen him in more commercials?
Yes, I'm saying, come on, and that's what I'm saying. To me, like he was already the face. He was already next in line. You in the Sprite commercials, right. you in the Adidas commercials. Like you have all this marketing stuff around you. It's the writing was on the wall, but when you said it, I think the league kind of pulled their hand back as far as whatever we getting, we gonna squash it before it happens. So
and you don't want to go out like Ja Morant.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Don't let him do you like that.
Cause Ja was supposed to be the face of the league.
He throwing grenades. Man,
that man
what
said,
you doing, man?
He said that's not what he doing, man.
I don't give a.
He said now is I'm taking my words, I'm throwing them out, and whatever y'all do with it or whatever how y'all interpret it, I don't want to hear it.
And listen, the league like to play too. As you can see, listen, you go out here, knock the old man off, let the league know, hey man, I'm ready to go to work now.
I'm ready to.
Now that I got to thinking about it,
I'm ready.
I'm ready to.
A suit don't sound so bad now.
You know what I'm saying? I can put, and talk to the youth. Talk to the kids and whatnot, and handle that old man, and you're gonna be good, man. You're gonna be right back like you.
That's gonna be a tall task to do, man. Because my saying that old man got Luka on his side, man, and Luka is out here giving people the business.
Listen,
when I say the business,
they got the blueprint.
Luka dropping 30 like it ain't nothing.
Make him switch, make him play defense.
Yeah,
his chest, through his chest.
Now, if they make him play defense, it's gonna be a little bit different for him to do that.
Everybody's gonna make him play defense from now on.
But again, it might be good because again, in the playoff, it slows down. The game slows down in the playoff, so it's not gonna be the up and down. So they might be able to cover him some type of way as far as in their defensive scheme, because again, it's not gonna be the up and down. Lobs and high flying, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna call all the touch fouls, and I think the Rockets is gonna run into that. Like even when we look at OKC,
they're the ones
with Shai Gilgeous there. Like you're not gonna be getting 15 free throws a game once you hit the playoffs. Like, and I think that's what was James Harden thing too. Once he hit the postseason, that whistle go in that pocket.
You gonna start getting them Steph rules.
Yeah.
How they be beating Steph.
They gonna start beating you up in the play because you look at SGA. He gets most of his points from the foul line.
Harden, he another one.
So you're not gonna get those same type of points inside of the playoffs. So Shai Gilgeous, their jumper got to be on. Now, granted, you'll get some foul calls, but you're not gonna be going to the free throw line 10 to 15 times a night, getting half of your points from the free throw line. Like then, if y'all get past the first round, that whistle is gonna go deeper into their pockets, man. So I think these young teams thinking, hey, with the Rockets and OKC, you guys are gonna see what playoff basketball is all about. Yeah, this is why the veteran teams, your Denver, the Clippers, the Lakers, this is why they make deep run, because they understand that concept. This is grinding out. This is, hey, you're going to get beat up. Even with the Warriors, like they understand, hey, when the playoffs start, it's a whole new ball game, man. So I'm looking forward to the playoffs. I'm ready for it, man. But let's talk about Durant, man. Let's talk about Durant's future and what it's looking like for him moving forward. The Suns not make the playoffs. They not in the play-in tournament. The big three with him, Bill, can't think of his name. Booker, yeah. It didn't work. The only big three that really worked for Durant was when he was in Golden State.
Yeah, man, talk that
because that's the only thing that worked. When you went to Brooklyn, you had Kyrie Harden, that didn't work or whatever. And now you come over here to go to Phoenix, and that's not working. So is it him or is it?
That's a question. Yeah. Are you asking the question?
I'm asking the question. I'm asking the question. Is it him?
I mean, you just said it. What you mean? Is it him?
Yes, it's him. To me, it's him.
OKC. I mean,
all the I forgot. I ain't mentioned OKC yet. I think it's him. Like we talked on a while back. When you went to Golden State, you didn't have to do nothing but just hoop.
That's it.
Like these other teams asked you to be a leader. They ask you to lead the charge, not just with your game, but with you in the locker room. And I think it's not like your game is still your game. Mm-hmm. To me, it's like that Melo gonna get you 30.
Yeah,
but we still gonna lose.
Walk with me.
Go ahead.
That's like when you put on them stripes, man.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
You know, good NCO.
Attention orders.
Platoon leader.
Attention orders, yes.
Otoon sergeant.
They say back in the day.
Yeah, Otoon sergeant. Listen. Just because you got them stripes on, leading, you got to want to lead.
You got to want to lead, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. You can't be appointed. Somebody could appoint you something because you got the stripes on, but if it ain't in you.
It ain't in you, it ain't going to happen.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, it got to be in you, not on you.
Got to be in you, not on you.
Yeah, I know.
Like
listen, you got the
Is
uniform on. You got
look good, starts down.
Yeah.
Everything sold on.
Yeah, you got your PC on.
Or my hat. Everything right.
That's the clothes, but is it
in you?
Come on, man. You got to really want to lead.
Got the fresh brown T-shirt on up under here.
And if we keep it real, we understand. Although everyone doesn't thrive in leadership positions, we all have different qualities.
Yeah, you're right.
To the team. And so once we see, hey, this person might not be a good leader, but they are talented in this aspect. So let's put them here. So let me take that E5. Let me sit that E5 down. Put him to the side. Give me that high speed specialist right there
for this mission.
Who want it?
Yep. You're right.
Come on, man.
You're right.
And that's with KD.
And I feel like KD
all world.
And I feel like with KD, I feel like when we talk about those leaderships, you got to be able to reach the players around the big three. And help them understand, like, hey, you're just as important as me, Bill, and Booker. I need Grayson Allen. I need you to I need you to give me 4 to 5 threes a night. Well, I'm saying 3 to 5 in this corner. This is what I need you to do, or whatever. Look, like LeBron, he would say, well, Kyle Korver, I need you to. This is how many I need you to get, because I'm gonna get you this many threes. So I just feel like your reach has to be to those role players and get them diving on the floor, get them loose balls. Because you, Booker, and Bill, y'all gonna get y'all 20 plus a game. But that's only 60 to 80 points.
Right.
Where the other 20, 25 gonna come from?
That we need.
Or whatever. That's how you got to get those role players involved. If you look at teams who won championships, you go back to the Bulls. You had your Steve Kerr, you had your B.J. Armstrongs, you had your John Paxson, you had your Bill Cartwrights, you had your Horace Grants, you had your Ron Harpers, Tony Kukoc, you had all those players, your Judd Bushlers, you had all those players out there playing hard.
So what you saying? You saying you ain't winning no mission without the low enlisted?
You ain't. It's not gonna happen. You can have.
You ain't winning no mission without the low enlisted.
The strongest E6, E7 out there. Yeah. But if your squad or your troops ain't willing to follow you and do the dirty work, it's not gonna happen.
I can't win no mission without Joes, is what you saying? Can't. I need them
man,
Joes.
The E4 that always getting in trouble?
Man. Yeah, that one.
When it's time to fight, he gonna be ready to go, but you gotta have him ready. But if he ain't ready, then he not gonna be able to do nothing. Them gonna be that PFC that's always late to drill.
That one there.
Give
me him on the mission.
You got to go find.
Yeah.
When it's mission time, he gonna be ready.
Okay.
That's what you got to be able to train up. I ain't talking about your squad leaders or your platoons, your E7 and E6s. I ain't talking about them.
I don't want to go run no mission with a whole bunch of E7s.
No, I need them E4s.
First arm.
I need them
squad of first. I can't do nothing with this, man.
I need them E3s and E4s.
This is gonna fail.
That's young.
There you go.
That can get out there and run.
Come on, man.
That don't mind sleeping in the
woods.
Mafia?
That
the
I
E4
need the mafia, man.
That do not mind standing in the field 2 or 3 days. I'm having fun
Give
doing
me the
this.
Mafia. We rolling with the mafia.
And that's what I feel like Durant has not been able to do. You got to be able to reach the E4 Mafia.
Well,
if you can't reach the E4 Mafia,
right.
I don't know what to tell you, my brother. Continue to get your 25 to 30 points.
You're not gonna win that way.
But you're gonna be sitting at home come postseason time. So now you leave in Phoenix this summer, and you're gonna go hop on another team.
Come on home, man. We got you.
Come on. To me, that's your best bet is to go back to Golden State.
You said you ain't worrying about. Listen, where else you going?
Nowhere.
You can't go. Listen, go to Houston to go do what, man?
Man, you can't see them young
they
fellas.
Gut the whole team.
Yeah, they're gonna have to gut the whole team to get you. To me, go back to Golden State.
Home. We got you,
and give it one more run.
Yeah.
To me, you should never left, but again, you got in your feelings.
Get in your ear. Yeah, you listening to Stephen A. man because he was hating it.
Yeah, he was hating.
Now look at Stephen A. Stephen A. He done fell out with LeBron. Now he ain't. Hey, listen. Stephen A. done fell out with LeBron. You can come back now. It's good.
All good. It's
the weakest. This the weakest move I ever seen.
It was though. It was.
Nah,
but it got him 2 chips though, man. 2 Finals MVPs. So like I say.
So listen.
What's that?
So now he should be good.
He good now.
He can come back now.
He can come back now because
since we in the play-in, he can come back.
He can come back now because the Warriors
are
not the Warriors of old. This is a different type of Warrior team. This Warrior team actually needs him.
But ain't nothing wrong with Luka on the Lakers.
Man, nah, man.
What is going on?
Man, that's another conversation for another.
This is insane.
Man, but guess what, man?
Come on, it got to be that time.
It's that time, man. Hey, man, we didn't talk about the Warriors.
Yeah,
playing in tournament. We talked about the Clippers, man. We talked about my Lakers, man.
Yeah,
we talked about Durant, man. We hit on some good content today as far as topics and being able to kind of expound on it, man. So I enjoyed myself today, my brother.
I did too, man. I'm glad we talked about the West, man. You know, unfortunately, we didn't talk about the JV League over there in the East, but
we hit on them. We hit on them next show, man. All right, guys, you guys been listening to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. You guys know my co-host, the Bay to LA.
Said.
Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. See you guys on the next one.